Why motivation always disappear and what actually lasts? Have you ever said that starting is easy, but why is it so hard to keep going? Maybe you felt motivated on Monday, you woke up early, you exercise, you planned your day, and then you told yourself, this is it. My life is finally changing. And then a few days later, you stop. The alarm felt heavier, the gym looked farther away, and then your goal suddenly didn't feel exciting anymore. And then you start wondering, maybe I'm too lazy. But what if you're not? But what if your problem isn't your motivation, but the way you understand motivation? Hi, my name is Ala, and today we are continuing season 1, Understand Yourself. In episode 1, we learned that confidence is built through evidence, and episode 2, we talk about Albert Bandura's theory of self-efficacy, how believing you can succeed grows from repeated experiences. And now let's answer another question. Why does motivation disappear? And most importantly, what actually keeps people going when motivation is gone? First, let's understand what motivation really is. Motivation is simply the desire to do something. It's the feeling that makes you think, I want to do something. But here's the problem, feelings change. Some days you feel excited, some days you don't. And that's normal. So, psychologists have studied motivation for decades, and one of the best known theory is self-determination theory, developed by Edward Deci and Richard Ryan. The research suggests that people stay motivated longer when three psychological needs are supported. First, there's autonomy, feeling you choose your action, and then there's competence, feeling you are getting better, and then there's relatedness, feeling connected to other people. Okay, let's make it simple. Imagine you playing guitar. If someone forces you to practice every day, your motivation probably won't last. But if you choose to learn it because you enjoy music, you will keep going much longer. That's autonomy. Now imagine you have practiced for a month. One day you finally play your favorite song, and then suddenly you think, oh, I'm actually improving. That's competence. And imagine you join a community of people learning guitar too. You encourage each other, you share progress. That's relatedness. This three thing makes motivation much stronger. But even then, motivation still come and go because motivation is a feeling and feelings aren't permanent. Think about brushing your teeth. Do you wake up every day feeling incredibly motivated to brush your teeth? Probably not. But you do it anyway. Why? Because it's become a habit. This is where many people get confused. They think successful people are motivated every day. They are not. Successful people simply rely less on motivation. Instead, they build a system. A system is something you do consistently, whether you like it or not. Imagine there's two people. The first says, I will exercise when I feel motivated. And the second says, I exercise every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday after work. Who is more likely to stay consistent? Usually, the second one, because they are relying on schedule, not a feeling. This idea is supported by research in behavioral psychology. The more a behavior becomes a part of your routine, the less mental effort it takes to do it. In other words, your brain likes repeating familiar action. That's why building a habit matters more than chasing a motivation. Another reason motivation disappears is something called hedonic adaptation. It sounds complicated, but it's very simple. It means people get used to new experiences. It's like buying new phone. For the first few days, you are excited, you use it all the time, and then a month later, it's just your phone. The excitement fades. And goal works the same way. At first, your new routine feels exciting, and then your brain adjusts, and then the excitement disappears. It doesn't mean your goal is wrong, it means that your brain has adjusted. Many people quit in this stage, but honestly, this is exactly when progress begins because consistency is start when excitement gone. Another mistake people make is waiting to feel ready. They say, I will start if I feel motivated. But psychology often shows the opposite. Action creates motivation, not just motivation creating action. So, what actually lasts when motivation disappears? There's three things. First, habits. Small action repeated consistently. And second, there's purpose. Knowing why something matters to your life. Not just because social media say it's important, but it genuinely matters to your life. And then third, there's identity. Instead of asking, what do I want to achieve? Start asking, who do I want to become? For example, don't say I want to read more books, says I want to become someone who reads every day. Before we finish, I want to tell you something. If you've been losing motivation lately, don't assume something wrong with yourself because losing motivation is part of being human. That is normal. The question isn't how do I stay motivated forever because nobody does. The better question is what can I keep doing when motivation has disappeared? Because real growth begins when you start depending on consistency. So today, don't wait until you feel like it. Take one small action, if it's only 5 minutes, because every habit you repeat becomes a part of who you are. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this kind of video, don't forget to subscribe and we will explore another topic in season 1, Understand Yourself.